The Belle Chasse Tunnel and Perez Bridge nabbed a $45 million federal grant for state officials to replace the aging bridge and tunnel span over the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway on Louisiana Highway 23 in Plaquemines Parish, according to news releases issued Tuesday, June 5. Bridge and tunnel replacement is slated to be undertaken through the state's first public-private partnership arrangement, according to a news release from Gov John Bel Edwards' office. The project's cost was estimated at $122 million in December, the State Department of Transportation and Development says. Aside from roughly $38 million in additional federal funding, the remaining $39 million is poised to be paid by tolls. For the public-private partnership, a private company will front the non-federally funded costs and recoup that money through tolls, the governor's office's news release states. DOTD says 6 firms put in responses to an April 27 request for qualifications for the partnership agreement. The state has not announced which firm it selected. In a statement, Edwards said a state infrastructure task force pitched a proposal in last year's legislative session that would have funded this project, but the House of Representatives did not vote on this measure. While tolling is not my first choice to addressing our infrastructure woes, it is certainly a tool at our disposal that we should consider, Edwards said in Tuesday's news release. My administration's position embraces a philosophy of establishing the lowest possible toll for the shortest possible time frame such that the private sector can help meet our infrastructure needs while creating jobs. Hosting 33,000 vehicles a day, the tunnel opened in 1955 followed by the bridge's building in 1967. The governor's news release says the route serves as the primary access point to the residents, businesses, and industries of Plaquemines Parish. The grant award also follows a letter sent in November by a Louisiana contingent of U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy and 3 U.S. representatives urging the Federal Department of Transportation to grant $50 million for a replacement project, representing 30% of the total estimated cost. The lawmakers said the money would go toward a new 4-lane bridge that would swap out the eastbound tunnel and westbound movable bridge span, are each decades old and in need of desperate replacement. The lawmakers, which included Cassidy and Reps. Ralph Abraham, Cedric Richmond and Clay Higgins, also touted the economic benefits of the new bridge in their letter. The crossing has major access implications for 2 nearby refineries, offshore oil and gas facilities and the port of Plaquemines, the letter states. This new structure would also provide much-needed, unimpeded direct access for the Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base New Orleans, which lies only 4 miles south of the structure and serves each branch of the U.S. military including the active duty, reserve forces and the National Guard. Replacing both the bridge and tunnel is long overdue, Cassidy wrote in a statement, so this grant is great news, on top of economic impacts, U.S. Senator John Kennedy in a statement highlighted a replacement bridge's ability to handle hurricane evacuation traffic. Kennedy also poked fun at the current tunnel and bridge structure's health. The tunnel leaks so much that it's basically a car wash, the senator said, and the bridge isn't much better. U.S. Representative Steve Scalise also praised the grant award, in noting that he plans to work with President Donald Trump and Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao to improve other critical infrastructure projects throughout southeast Louisiana.